In today's day and age, betrayal is an extremely common occurrence. Politics and relationships are full of it. But what leads people to the point to betray another? This takes us to Red Queen, written by Victoria Aveyard. Red Queen is a young adult fantasy novel that focuses on a young girl named Mare Barrow and her life living as a red in a silver world. Silvers, or individuals with silver blood, are at the top of the social class with special powers, whereas reds, or individuals with red blood, are meant to serve them and typically live in impoverished conditions. Mare is a skilled pickpocketer to help her large family get by. When Mare's childhood best friend Kaloran loses his job and is going to be sent off to conscription, or the war, Mare knows that she has to do something. She's seen what the war can do, as her dad is a disabled war veteran who loses more and more mobility each day, and her 3 older brothers are all off fighting. Mare also knows that she will be sent off as well because of her petty theft history. She decides to go to the underground black market to see what she can do with her little sister Giza. That's where she meets Farley, a member of the Scarlet Guard. The Scarlet Guard is a movement to destroy the Silver Reign and eliminate silvers in general. Farley tells her that she will give her and Kaloran a job with her if she gets 2,000 crowns, or dollars, in a limited amount of time. Mare agrees. Mare does what she has to and pickpockets as she typically does, but her sister is not as skilled. As Giza is attempting to pickpocket a wealthy man, she is caught and has her hand crushed as a punishment. Unable to go home and face her family because of the incident, she goes to the local pub. This is where Mare meets a handsome young man named Cal, who offers her a job working for him. Mare takes the job to avoid being conscripted. The job was actually a servant for silvers, and she finds out Cal is actually the prince of the royals, next in line for the throne. At the palace where Mare is working, they are holding the Queen's Trial, where elite silvers fight to show off their powers in an attempt to get picked for queen. When Evangeline Samos, an extremely powerful silver, shakes the viewing boxes with her powers, Mare gets blasted off the balcony. She saves herself with a shield of lightning, a silver power, a power she's not supposed to have. This shocks everyone. She is taken away and is forced to live a different life under a lie. The lie was that she was the daughter of a slain silver war hero, and she was adopted by Reds, but actually has silver blood. They also pick her to marry their other son, Maven, and Evangeline is chosen to marry Cal and become the next queen. Mare is required to follow a strict schedule and attend training to learn how to use her powers. While she is doing this, she develops a special relationship with Maven, and they both decide to join the Scarlet Guard. Maven is betraying his own family. Throughout all of this, however, Mare and Cal still continue to like each other and end up kissing. As the time goes on, Mare and Maven are in a very deep with the Scarlet Guard and plan to take down the king finally. Maven tries to use Cal's feelings towards Mare against him and asks him to turn against his family and help them, since he is a military leader and the next king. He has a lot of power. When Cal refuses, Maven and Mare are arrested. The king says that both must be killed, but the queen will not allow this. She uses her mind-controlling powers to force Cal to kill his own father. Maven reveals himself as a traitor, having used Mare to help him destroy the Scarlet Guard and become king on his own. Mare and Cal are then sentenced to death, but manage to escape when they are aided by the Scarlet Guard. As the novel ends, Mare vows to kill Maven. So why did Maven do this? Why would Maven want to betray his own blood and the girl he loves? The answer is pure human nature. Elements of human nature, such as greed and jealousy, can lead to betrayal, as seen in Maven's actions towards Cal and Mare. Love. It has the ability to transform an ordinary moment into something magical. Love is similar to alchemy, as both are capable of transmuting something basic to something gold, says the HuffPost. When you think of love, you think of a beautiful thing. But when love causes jealousy, the consequences are grave. Maven and Mare were supposed to be in love, and they were, in a way. Mare truly loved Maven, but there was always the dawning thought of Cal. No matter what she did with Maven, Cal always lingered in the back of her mind. Maven wasn't stupid. He knew this, and he hated it, because Maven was in love with Mare. But he knew Mare was in love with Cal, his own brother. This is one of the incidences that leads to Maven's betrayal of Mare and Cal. Unbeknownst to Mare and Cal, Maven is well aware of the love they have for each other, so he uses it against Cal. When Mare and Maven are planning on overthrowing the Silver Throne once and for all, they knew Cal could side with them and end the war, as well as the unjust Silver Reign. He gives Cal a hard ultimatum: either side with them, and the love of his life, Mare, will be fine, or not, and let Mare die. To make it even more meaningful, he makes Mare talk to him. He will always choose you, Maven tells her. Mare ends up being convinced Cal will choose her. However, Maven knows Cal wants to choose Mare, but he can't, which all goes according to his plan. That takes us to Mare and Maven being arrested and the king's death under the circumstances mentioned in the intro. Maven betrays Mare and Maven because of his own jealous feelings. He was jealous of Cal and Maven's love for each other. He felt as though his brother had stolen Mare from him. He was also mad at Mare for choosing Cal over him, even though he knew she would. Jealousy provoked anger and resentment in Maven. He envies the two people who cause him to feel this way, feeding into his betrayal. This is human nature. The overwhelming jealousy pushed him over the edge, and he wanted his own revenge on the people who broke his smitten heart.
Greed. The intense, selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, or food. A fire that can fuel people and eventually destroy them and the people around them. Maven's greed can be seen throughout the book as Maven lets his greed consume him and influence his actions. After Maven and Mare help organize the Scarlet Guard's attacks on the palace, Maven reveals that he has been manipulating Mare and the Scarlet Guard to clear his path to the throne. The truth is what I make it. I could set the world on fire and call it rain. Maven expresses that his manipulation is his aid, and that with it he is able to get whatever he desires by using other people's desires against them. His manipulation comes to light in this line: "How does it feel to be used by Mayboro?" Then, with the help of Valero, forces Cal to kill his own father, making him a traitor and unable to become the king, leaving it only to Maven, who then sentences both Mare and Cal to death in the arena, although the Scarlet Guard saves them. Greed drove Maven to sentence his own brother to death, along with the one he was supposed to fall in love with. Maven was blinded by his greed and hatred that he allowed himself to act on self-ambition regardless of who was hurt in the process. In retrospect, greed and jealousy can fuel human nature and can inevitably blind the holder to turn, destroying them and the people around them without care. We can find this within everyone, and it can be blatantly seen within the world as people strive and do whatever they can for more money. CEOs and businesses take advantage of their customers for their own financial gain. Human nature can allow for humans to be able to have a drive and passion, but too much can lead people down a path of dark ambition and let greed and jealousy consume you.